The date was September 18, 1919. An article was published in the Athens Review describing the great loss that Henderson County had experienced to the death of the Honorable William Hugh Graham, a senator who had been an integral part of the success of this county since its origin. After returning from the Civil War, Graham represented the county for 2 terms in the Texas State Legislature, at which time he was responsible for bringing the railroad through Henderson County and Athens, an accomplishment that greatly helped the growth of our town. The article stated that Uncle Hugh, as he was known, was one who was always prided himself in his church relations and in the cause of democracy. William Hugh Graham was my great-great-grandfather. For the next 5 generations, the Graham family would be proud to raise their children in this county as good citizens who actively serve in their local churches. My grandfather, my father, and I as well served this country in the United States Army. In fact, there are 2 cemeteries in the northern part of this county filled with my ancestors who have fought in every war and battle that this nation has ever been engaged in. This is my heritage. This is where I was born, bred, and raised. My roots run very deep in Henderson County, but I have never been more proud of being a citizen of Henderson County than I am today. I'm sure that many of you here today have similar stories of a wonderful heritage founded right here. I'm sure that many of you, like myself, have an extreme sense of responsibility to maintain the liberties that our ancestors sacrificed for, to secure and maintain. I'm certain that you, like I, want to raise your children to enjoy the privileges and liberties that we have been able to enjoy. We stand in the gap today between those who have gone before and those who have yet to come, between our ancestors and our offspring. Many have been asking, what can we do? Until now, our response has been pray and show up for the assembly. But today is just the beginning. Everything changes today. Today is a historical day in our county in which Christians of all denominations are joining together in unity and love. For too long, we have been using our swords to battle each other when all of us have a common adversary. Our adversary is not the person who doesn't understand us, not the one who is different than us. It is not anyone at all. Ephesians 5 says that we have an adversary that is a spiritual wickedness in high places. I know that this sounds strange to those who don't understand it, but it doesn't take a theologian to recognize it. Just ask the little boy whose father beats him after coming home drunk, or the little girl who was molested by a relative who was high on methamphetamine, or the children who don't have enough food to eat because mommy or daddy spent all their money on drugs or alcohol. These little ones can even tell you that Satan uses such devices as his weapons of warfare. In our county, the darkness of evil has gained ground and momentum, and it has crept through our county, through our family, and through our homes. It has been known for some time that Henderson County is the highest in the state of Texas in methamphetamine use. Well, here are some other numbers that you might not have been aware of. Henderson County is in the top 2% of the state in teen pregnancies. Henderson County triples the state average for child abuse. $1,757,000 is spent annually on foster care in our county. We rate in the top 10% of counties in Texas for domestic violence homicide. We are 26% higher than the national average in violent crimes, 48% higher than the national average in property crimes, and 168% higher than the national average in forcible rape. You may ask how I can be proud of being a citizen of Henderson County with statistics like this. My response is that I can be proud because for the first time there's going to be a concerted effort by the churches of this county to change that. Your churches are going to be reaching out to the struggling and the hurting. We're not merely going to be treating the symptoms, but we are going to address the disease. I believe this begins today. In our county, the light of the righteous has been pushed back and suppressed. Friends, we have been losing this battle. Yet Jesus said that the gates of hell would not prevail against the church. So why have we been losing? I believe it is because the church that Jesus was speaking of is not the same church that our citizens have been seeing. For far too long, we've been hiding within the walls of our buildings, struggling within and without over doctrinal issues that Paul termed disputable matters, and allowing the world around us to go to hell. We have been reactive instead of proactive. We have been griping about the symptoms and ignoring the disease. It has been like wiping the runny nose of someone in cardiac arrest. Today I am urging all of our local pastors and ministries to continue in a united effort to reach our county with the power of the gospel. Though we don't all agree on every doctrinal issue, we do agree that Jesus is the answer to the problems that our citizens struggle with. For too long, our county has been dying with the disease of sin, and we've been asking people to come to our churches for our method of treatment when we need to be going to them with the cure. Jesus declared that He Himself came for the purpose of preaching the gospel to the poor, to heal the brokenhearted, and proclaim liberty to the captives. We, as His ambassadors, are to do likewise. We can do so much more together than we ever can apart. Today I'm asking our ministers in our area to join together. No longer saying, you come for our version of treatment, but saying, we'll go to you with the answer, which is Jesus. You know, as I've thought about this, I've thought about our great nation and about our county, we even sang the song, God Bless America. You know what? God has blessed America. It's time for America to bless God. Pastor Dan Rigsby is now going to come and lead us in prayer, followed by Robert Welch, pastor of Rock Hill Baptist Church in Brownsburg. Pastor, come. Thank you.